I can't, because I'll start to sob. And if I start to sob, then I won't be able to finish the song. So I just don't look at it. And now she's gone. But she's not gone. She's with me a lot.
You feel her
and
presence?
I feel her presence all the time. I especially feel her presence on stage. She's here.
Stevie Nicks, a true rock icon, the woman who once captivated millions with her distinctive voice and ethereal style. Yet, behind the glittering fame and the monumental success with Fleetwood, Mac lies a life marked by heartbreak, controversy, and an unending struggle to find herself. In her 20s, she symbolized freedom and rebellion, but was also a deeply wounded woman caught in turbulent love affairs and the relentless grip of addiction. We often see a confident, radiant Stevie Nicks commanding the stage, but few realize the vulnerable person behind that image, battling her inner demons and trying to heal from a past filled with pain and loss. She is a two-time inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, yet she has also endured some of the darkest days imaginable, where music became her only solace. So, what gave Stevie the strength to overcome it all and become a symbol of resilience in the world of music? Behind the enchanting melodies and lyrics that touch the soul lies the story of a personal journey fraught with challenges. Join us as we uncover the true tale of Stevie Nicks, from her greatest triumphs to the heart-wrenching struggles that remain hidden from the spotlight. Early life and career beginnings. Born in May 1948 in Phoenix, Arizona, Stevie Nicks grew up in a family where everything seemed to align to shape an artist. Her father, Jess Nicks, was a successful corporate executive whose career often had the family moving across the United States. Meanwhile, her mother, Barbara, a devoted homemaker, ensured that the family life remained warm and stable. Despite never staying in one place for long, Stevie never felt deprived or lonely. From a young age, she discovered an extraordinary passion for music. The person who planted the seeds of that passion was none other than Stevie's grandfather, Aaron Nicks, a country musician who never gained widespread recognition, but carried a fierce love for music. Aaron was more than just a loving grandparent. He was Stevie's first mentor, teaching her to sing and guiding her into the world of music. At just 4 years old, Stevie got a taste of the stage when her grandfather brought her along to his small local performances. Those simple songs and rustic rhythms were etched into Stevie's memory, becoming the building blocks of her dream to become an artist. As she grew older, Stevie became more confident and independent, yet her love for the stage never waned. A pivotal moment in her childhood came with a 6th grade tap dance recital, a defining experience that made Stevie realize that art was not just a joy, but a lifelong calling. That day, young Stevie stepped onto the stage to the applause of classmates and teachers, her eyes gleaming with passion, and she knew she had found her place. The years passed, and fate smiled on Stevie once again in 1966 at a high school party. It was there that she met Lindy Buckingham, a ruggedly handsome young man with a guitar in hand. Within minutes, Stevie was captivated by Buckingham's guitar playing and instinctively joined in with her voice. The two found an instant musical connection, one that transcended mere friendship and marked the beginning of a new chapter in Stevie's life. Shortly after, Lindy Buckingham called Stevie, inviting her to join the band Fritz. This was not only a chance for Stevie to pursue her dream, but also an opportunity to prove herself and dive headlong into a path filled with artistic challenges and excitement. From that moment, Stevie Nicks set her course, one from which she would never turn back. Who could have imagined that the young girl with a simple dream of making music would one day become a rock legend? Stevie chose this path, a decision that would change her life forever. Are you curious to discover how this young woman's journey unfolded, leading her through countless highs, lows, and triumphs? Joining Fleetwood Mac and reaching stardom. In 1975, Stevie Nicks embarked on a transformative chapter in her career, the chance to join Fleetwood Mac alongside her longtime partner, Lindy Buckingham. It was more than just an invitation. It was a golden ticket that propelled her to international fame, an extraordinary journey few could have imagined. From the outset, Nicks breathed new life into Fleetwood Mac, infusing the band with her distinctive and mesmerizing sound. Her songs, such as Rhiannon and Landslide, became musical landmarks, quickly solidifying Fleetwood Mac's status in the annals of rock history. But joining Fleetwood Mac wasn't just about music and melody. As one of only two women in the band, Stevie Nicks and Christine McVie realized early on that they had to stand their ground in a male-dominated environment. Amid the clamor of the rock and roll world and prevailing gender stereotypes, Nicks and McVie formed a silent pact. They would never allow themselves to be undermined simply because they were women. This unspoken vow not only empowered Nicks, but also cemented her as a symbol of resilience, a woman unafraid to defend her voice on the grandest of stages. When the spotlight shone, Fleetwood Mac entered a golden era, producing chart-topping hits, yet the cracks within the band began to show. Their masterpiece, Rumors, released in the late 1970s, was an intensely personal work that laid bare the pain and strife each member was enduring. Hits like Go Your Own Way and Dreams were not just catchy tunes. They echoed the heavy sighs of broken relationships, betrayal, and heartache. Amid this growing tension, Stevie and Mick Fleetwood embarked on a passionate but complicated affair. They were swept up in a whirlwind of emotions, fully aware that it would only complicate matters within the band, yet seemingly powerless to resist each other's allure. Their relationship left an indelible mark on everyone, especially Lindsey Buckingham. As Stevie's former lover and close collaborator, Buckingham had to watch her enter a new relationship within the band, intensifying the strain among members. These entangled emotions seeped into every note of Rumors, transforming the album into a powerful blend of anger, sorrow, and longing for freedom. Rumors conquered the world, becoming one of the best-selling albums of all time. Yet, it was the pain and turmoil behind the scenes that gave the album its enduring power, allowing it to transcend time and resonate deeply with millions. Each song on Rumors was not only a confessional for the band, but also an anthem for an entire generation. Beneath the dazzling fame lay unrelenting emotional storms that forged Fleetwood Mac into legends, love and marriage. Throughout Stevie Nicks' life and career, love has been both a muse and a storm that profoundly influenced her every step. From her passionate first love with Lindsey Buckingham, her fiery romances with Don Henley and Jimmy Iovine, to her brief marriage to Kim Anderson and her deep connection with Joe Walsh, each man left an indelible mark on Stevie's heart and her music. Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie's first love, was an inseparable part of her journey from the days they performed together in Fritz. They shared a burning passion for music and an undeniable bond on stage. Yet beneath the sweet surface lay intense conflicts, as Lindsey's ambitious and strong-willed nature often clashed with Stevie's own spirit. Their relationship, although deep, was fraught with tension and could never find lasting harmony. The heartbreak and regret of their love story are palpable in Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. Dreams was Stevie's heartfelt reflection on their breakup, while Go Your Own Way was Lindsey's bitter and anguished response. Each song captured the deep hurt and emotional scars left behind. Standing beside her former lover on stage, singing songs laden with raw, painful emotions, was an unimaginable challenge that Stevie had to endure. With Don Henley, the Eagles' lead singer, Stevie found a kindred spirit, yet their romance came with painful choices. Their relationship was brief but intense, and in the late 1970s, Stevie discovered she was pregnant. Both were at the peak of their careers, and Stevie knew the life of a rock star was not conducive to raising a child. Faced with this difficult reality, she made the painful decision not to keep the baby. It was a profound sacrifice that she has carried with her ever since, and it became a source of public scrutiny. Many judged Stevie harshly, labeling her as selfish for prioritizing her career over motherhood. She has never shied away from acknowledging this choice and has expressed that it was one of the loneliest moments of her life, though she remains convinced it was the right one for her artistic path. Stevie faced relentless criticism from the media and disappointed fans who expected her to embody a more traditional feminine role. Despite the pressure, Stevie stood by her decision, feeling that she was destined to be an artist. This conviction only strengthened her resolve and commitment to her music. Stevie has openly described it as one of the hardest moments of her life, pouring her inner turmoil into songs like Leather and Lace, a duet with Don Henley. This song was more than a love ballad. It was a haunting echo of the pain and loss she had endured. Stevie's life also included a significant relationship with music producer Jimmy Iovine. He was not just a lover, but also a crucial collaborator who helped shape her solo career. Jimmy was instrumental in producing Stevie's debut solo album, Belladonna, a milestone that solidified her status beyond Fleetwood Mac. Their partnership was not without challenges, but it served as a catalyst for Stevie to explore her creative potential and solidify her identity as a solo artist. Jimmy provided unwavering support, both musically and emotionally, pushing Stevie to become stronger in her music and her life. The brief marriage to Kim Anderson was another unique chapter in Stevie Nicks' life. Kim was the widower of Stevie's dear friend Robin, who had passed away, leaving behind a young son. Overwhelmed by grief and a sense of duty, Stevie married Kim in the throes of mourning, driven by a promise to care for Robin's son. It was a union founded on shared loss and compassion rather than romantic love. Yet, as the fog of sorrow lifted, Stevie realized that this relationship was not what she had truly wanted. Their marriage ended quickly, but Stevie remained true to her word, continuing to care for Robin's child as if he were a part of her friend, still present in the world. And then came Joe Walsh, the man Stevie has called the love of her life. Unlike her previous relationships, Stevie and Joe's connection wasn't marred by jealousy or the pressures of fame. Instead, it was marked by a profound understanding and an extraordinary depth of empathy. Stevie once said that Walsh was the only man she ever wanted to share her life with, the one who touched her soul like no one else. Their love inspired many of Stevie's songs, including Has Anyone Ever Written Anything for You?, a heartfelt tribute to the bond they shared. But even with Joe, they couldn't sustain their relationship, as their complicated lifestyles and personal struggles slowly drove them apart. This love, though brief, left an everlasting imprint on Stevie's heart. If you found the love of your life but had to let go to prioritize your own well-being, would you have the strength to walk away? Reflecting on her life, it's clear that Stevie's journey has been a relentless struggle between her emotions and her career. She has faced not only the challenges of tumultuous relationships, but also the harsh expectations of the public and society. Yet, through all the pressure, Stevie has stood resilient, unwavering in her devotion to her art. The trials of her youth and the emotional turmoil she endured didn't weaken her resolve. Instead, they made her stronger and more determined. That perseverance has left an indelible mark on the music world, establishing Stevie as one of the most independent and revered female artists of her era. Her hardships and challenges were not weaknesses, but the foundation of her immense strength and fortitude. Stevie Nicks is more than a dazzling star on stage. She is a symbol of resilience and determination, inspiring countless generations to come. Personal tragedy. Stevie Nicks has always been a symbol of rock's fierce independence, but behind the glamour lay a silent battle known only to her. In the 1980s, cocaine became a constant companion each time she stepped on stage. Yet that friend soon turned into a relentless destroyer. Stevie once recalled the horrifying moment she discovered that her heavy cocaine use had severely damaged her nasal septum and that she risked losing her nose entirely if she didn't stop. This nightmare forced her into a difficult decision: rehab at the Betty Ford Center in 1986. The early days there were brutal, as she struggled against intense cravings and the excruciating physical and emotional pain of withdrawal. Having overcome her cocaine addiction, Stevie seemed to have left the darkness of substance abuse behind. However, another drug trapped her for years. Klonopin, a tranquilizer prescribed to help her stay stable, became the source of a new and insidious dependency. Stevie described how Klonopin left her feeling numb, stripping her of her creativity and plunging her into deep depression. By 1993, she returned to rehab, this time to conquer Klonopin and rediscover herself. These struggles not only took a toll on Stevie's once pure voice and performance energy, but also affected her appearance, a topic of relentless public scrutiny. The side effects of Klonopin led to rapid weight gain, drawing harsh criticism from the media and the public, which left Stevie feeling humiliated and deeply pained. Yet, in the face of judgment and overwhelming pressure, she found the strength to rise again. She stood back on stage, more resilient than ever, continuing to pour her heart into her music. Stevie Nicks has battled not only her own demons, but also the harsh expectations and prejudices of society. She stands as a testament to the power of inner strength, showing that even when faced with overwhelming darkness and challenges, one can find the light and shine even brighter. What do you think? Is it worth it for an artist to sacrifice their health and well-being in the name of their art? Leaving and reuniting with Fleetwood Mac. To Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac was more than a band. It was a complex family woven with love, passion, and deep wounds. In 1990, a seemingly small disagreement ignited a major conflict between her and Mick Fleetwood, leading to Stevie's decision to leave the group. At the heart of this dispute was Stevie's desire to use Silver Springs, a deeply personal and emotional song she had written, in her solo project Time Space. For Stevie, Silver Springs wasn't just a song. It was a symbol of the heartbreak and unresolved feelings she had for Lindsey Buckingham, a significant part of her personal journey. It stood as a reminder that even amidst brokenness, she still had the strength to move forward. However, Mick Fleetwood refused her request, arguing that Silver Springs was a part of Fleetwood Mac's legacy and shouldn't be used in any solo work. To Stevie, this was not just about song rights, but about feeling betrayed, as though she wasn't respected or acknowledged within her own musical family. The hurt ran deep, and Stevie had to make the heartbreaking decision to leave Fleetwood Mac. It tore her apart, having been with the band through their earliest days, sharing countless triumphs and unforgettable memories. When Stevie announced her departure, fans were stunned and heartbroken. They were not only shocked by the loss of such an essential voice, but also worried about the band's future. Reactions from the public were mixed. Some sided with Mick Fleetwood, wanting to protect the band's shared legacy, while others empathized with Stevie, believing she had the right to express her personal emotions through her music. These divided opinions only made Stevie's choice more difficult, but she ultimately left, carrying her sorrow and a heavy heart. In her time away from Fleetwood Mac, Stevie focused on her solo career and found tremendous success with albums that showcased her unique spirit. Hits like Edge of 17 and Stand Back highlighted her fierce creativity and undeniable talent. Yet despite her solo achievements, Stevie's heart never fully left Fleetwood Mac. She admitted in interviews that no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't feel completely whole, performing without her longtime bandmates. Every solo performance was tinged with a deep longing for the band, a yearning for the artistic family she had once known. In 1997, when Fleetwood Mac reunited for the dance, Stevie returned, this time not just for the music, but also to heal the wounds of the past. The moment she stepped onto the stage with Fleetwood Mac for their first reunion performance was unforgettable. The music played, the lights shone brightly, and the crowd roared with excitement. Stevie saw familiar faces and fans who had waited patiently for this moment. It felt as if all the conflicts and tensions of the past melted away under the stage lights, leaving only joy, unity, and the sound of their music filling the air. The audience embraced her return, as if every mistake had been forgiven and their love for her remained steadfast. Despite the turmoil and separation, Stevie chose to return to the artistic family she had once left. The pain and challenges she faced didn't weaken her. Instead, they made her stronger, infusing every note she sang with newfound strength and resilience. Stevie Nicks, the determined woman who faced every trial head-on, continued to dedicate her life to music and the love she had for it. Her comeback was nothing short of triumphant and moving. Present life and legacy. Today, well into her 70s, Stevie Nicks continues to live and breathe her passion for music, giving her all to those who cherish her. Each time she steps on stage, Stevie doesn't just perform, she tells the story of her life through every lyric, a journey brimming with emotion and devotion. Especially since the passing of Christine McVie, her dear friend and loyal companion in Fleetwood Mac, Stevie has dedicated heartfelt tributes in her concerts to honor Christine. She has shared, "Christine is always there, in every note, in every rhythm I sing," a way for Stevie to feel the presence of her late friend. She even carries a small amount of Christine's ashes to each performance, symbolizing an everlasting friendship and keeping Christine close to her on stage. For Stevie, Christine's loss is an irreplaceable void, both personally and musically. Amid the pain of loss, Stevie also battles another challenge: maintaining her physical and mental health. To stay in peak form, she gave up alcohol and substances years ago, embracing a healthy lifestyle instead. Every day, Stevie power walks and practices yoga to keep her body flexible and ready for those iconic stage moves. She follows a diet low in sugar, rich in fiber, with plenty of greens, and drinks lots of water to keep her skin healthy and her energy high. "I owe it to myself and to my fans to stay healthy," Stevie has said, emphasizing that her strong will is what helps her overcome the trials of time. In recent years, Stevie Nicks has become more than a legend. She is a profound source of inspiration for younger generations of artists. Harry Styles, a devoted admirer, has referred to Stevie as a true rock goddess. He has invited her to perform at major concerts and has openly expressed his deep respect for her in every musical story he shares. Artists like Lorde, Florence Welch, and even Beyoncé have acknowledged Stevie's influence, admiring her powerful, unique, and free-spirited style. These collaborations and connections have helped Stevie maintain her relevance among younger audiences, solidifying her status as an ageless rock icon. Beyond inspiring through her songs, Stevie is an activist unafraid to speak up for personal freedoms, especially women's rights. Following the overturning of Roe v. Wade, Stevie wrote and performed "The Lighthouse" as a powerful statement in support of women's rights, reaffirming that she is not just an artist, but a fearless woman who stands up for her beliefs. For Stevie, music is not merely an art form. It's a medium for sharing personal stories, conveying messages and emotions, and encouraging others to stand up and speak out for what is right. Stevie Nicks is more than a gifted musician. She is a cultural icon. With her signature style, flowing dresses, billowing lace shawls, and a free-spirited fashion sense, Stevie has defined a way of life centered on independence and self-expression. She embodies a generation that dared to break the rules and live passionately. Her legacy transcends timeless songs. It embodies an unyielding spirit and serves as an inspiration for those brave enough to live life on their terms. Stevie has said that her talents in singing and songwriting are gifts from God, and that pursuing her art is her duty. "God gave me the gift to sing, write, and dance, and I'm doing my job," she declared, emphasizing that every song is a piece of her soul and a reflection of her ideals. Even in her 70s, Stevie Nicks remains a radiant inspiration, continuing to shine and influence generations to come. A woman who dared to live, to love, and to give her all, a timeless icon who will forever illuminate the world. Reflecting on the journey of Stevie Nicks, we see not only the story of a great artist, but also that of a courageous soul who steadfastly overcame every obstacle to keep her passion and love for music alive. From heartaches and losses to the heights of fame and moments of near collapse, Stevie Nicks never stopped fighting to protect the burning flame of passion that fueled every note she sang. Her songs are more than music. They are echoes from the heart of a resilient woman, an artist who never surrendered to adversity. Stevie Nicks's life is a vibrant symphony, filled with highs and lows, pain and brilliance, leaving an unforgettable mark on the hearts of her audience. She stands as a symbol not only for her illustrious career, but also for her bravery in confronting her struggles. The challenges and sacrifices she endured never diminished her love for music and for her fans, a love that continues to empower her to shine. If you, too, are inspired by the spirit of Stevie Nicks, don't forget to hit like and share your thoughts with us. Be sure to follow our channel so you won't miss out on more incredible stories. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.